wait.
Every one of you chatters will play together.
Yes. Yes, be warned. I'm going to be running into traps constantly. Do you remember those like big things that used to like slide back and forth? You know what I'm talking about? The big axes?
Oh yeah.
Those are great.
It was so good.
It was. Unbelievable. Well, regardless, we're out to the races. One thing to watch for in this one, a little bit of Darkseer tech here, everybody. For all you chatters out there, Heart of Battle gains Darkspear's movement speed, but it also works on Naga Siren illusions. So you just saw for a second there when all those illusions were nearby, he went up to 5-10 movement speed with no boots. So
that is pretty insane.
When they summon those illusions, he goes crazy. He goes very quick.
And that also works with your wall, which is why it's kind of cool, guys, in case you don't play Darkseer.
Yeah. Heart of Battle. That's what you want to see. All right, trading off runes maybe. Divine Llama is aggressively putting himself forward here, but doesn't look like he's going to end up being able to do anything. And so this is going to be 3? Darcy White get it? He did. Yeah. 3 for 1. Not bad at all.
When does it update Heart of Battle? I've actually never kept an eye on this.
What do you mean?
Like, it's 1200 AoE, right? So it's like an aura range around you. But like, how does it work with like Fog of War?
You get the bonus movement speed, so you can stand on the low ground and see when somebody is coming over to you. If you're
that's
watching
what I thought. Yeah, but you have to actually that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a few heroes in the game that have abilities like this now. You can kind of do these little bit of scouting maneuvers.
Wow. The traditional mid matchup of the patch. Ember facing off against Pango. And we have seen it time and time again. Only 4 last hits between the two heroes out of the first wave, and already going down first blood down bottom. Skem just walked him down with Decay.
I have some Darkseer tech for you guys. Dying level 1 is really common on Darkseer.
Yes.
That's your tech. Because everyone knows you got Iron Shell, and they know you got no cards up your sleeves. And if you surge, then they just tip you. Yeah. And your game is over.
It's very sad. Something to watch for, though. And Bignum already was able to get that pull off, so should get him to level 2 pretty quickly. Although Bignum is actually the one soaking the experience, and Fade is the one that's stepping forward. Kind of interesting their positioning there. As mid, very low on Yopaj with no regen. Doesn't even have a Fairy Fire.
He's got
still
it.
Feeling safe. Yeah.
He's taunting, no fear whatsoever. And I mean, I was a little worried for like the early levels of this top lane. Oh, nice dodge. Divine Llama dodging out of the way of the LSA there. But Hellscream is speed. Hellscream's just running away. He's fine. He's not being locked down. He's not getting annoyed by these illusions. And once they get a few points up in the spin, once they get a couple of like stat items up on Divine Llama, that's when I think there's really not gonna be a whole lot they can do.
Right.
Especially once there's like a telekinesis too, because then they can help like interrupt these attempted combo plays if they even try to go for one on Wildcard. So I think Divine Llama's gonna have a fine time. I would like to see some stacks soon though. Help out this Axum.
Getting those built up definitely early on starts to feel pretty nice. As again, relatively low in the mid lane, and it's just eating a couple of LSAs up top. Down bottom, there is a little bit of pressure coming in here from Bignum. Needs to be careful with his positioning, but dragging Wades, and as you can see, Tomato's just having the time of his life, at least at the early going. 16-5 versus the 10-2. But with that side pull come in their direction, they instead focus on getting the flower. Fade's going to be able to pull this wave back and pretty far away from him. So this is a nice little way to get some free waves for himself.
Yeah, Bignum got some bonus XP off the camp there, and up top, as you can see, they're also just dueling out here in terms of blocking camps and opening camps and trying to manage their neutrals as well. As another pull gets off there from Speed.
And at least...
See why taking a bit of an advantage mid.
Yeah. Not a huge one, but enough denies that it's sort of noticeable here. Not sure if that's going to translate into any kill potential at 6. You'd kind of have to get some rotations over for that to happen. Well, speaking of which, Bignum looking to stack, well, maybe coming on over for the water rune too.
Yeah, Hellscream doing the same up top.
Oh, the Naga Siren illusions. They're not going to get there in time. Still just fine here. As speed farms up, Divine Llama gonna have a creep wave come in his direction.
I mean, you look at him, it's just like, what can they do? You know, he's got double bracer. He's got 12.3 HP regen with the help of these inspiration. Oh, they're going aggressive.
Into the call, the lift comes out immediately. Yamsun in some trouble, but should be able to walk this one off. Speed also backs away from this for the moment and actually getting some good hits out there with the deluge. Still some good harassment. Yamsun has tangos ready to go. A salve on Naga. They're going to be fine. Yopaj?
Divine Llama had like prepped that whole thing too by bringing a salve like as they were going for that play. Like his courier was already on the way holding it, so kind of planning to try and like whittle them down a little bit here and waste these resources. Make them feel a little bit scared. Like Yamsun's now sitting at half HP, and Divine Llama's trying to pressure that.
Yeah. Let's see, also, while that's going on, Yopaj had to run over to the bounty rune to get refilled back up. And RCY is going to hit 6 here, most likely a little bit before the Ember. We'll see if he tries to get aggro at all. A couple of scans coming out, seeing if anybody was moving over for the runes. But nothing doing yet.
I feel like Yopaj is his best chance at a kill. Out of all the heroes, like if he brought a rotation in mid, I feel like that's more likely to get a kill than going to the side lanes.
Skem makes the move through, and they realize he's coming as he takes out a ward. The lift not going to connect onto speed, and that's actually a canceled TP at the same time. RCY ready to go in mid as the 6-minute mark comes up, and it is going to be an arcane rune.
Ooh,
yeah, so they bring numbers. Yopaj is not having a good time now.
No, he's a little upset there. He's going to see an arcane rune on level 6 Pango, which RCY is just going to let this rip if Yopaj isn't careful. Yeah, here they go mid lane.
Oh, he got 6 though. He got the creep.
Dude.
Wow.
Calculated. Not even close. As up top, we also saw they were getting a little bit close there, but nothing doing.
Apparently 12 denies are not enough.
No, just needs a couple more here. He is now the lowest lasses, which is a very rare sight on Yopaj. So shout out to RCY in this one. He's kind of crushing right now.
Yeah, having a really good game. And can keep that pressure on. Thought about maybe a roll there, but is going to force the Remnant and then the TP back. That also cuts down Ember's potential for rotating for any of these side lanes.
Yeah, that 45-second charge restore time is not fun. And then, of course, no TP scroll now, so. And it looks like he's thinking about some treads into Blade Mail this game for Yopaj. Wants to be really aggressive and just play with his axe. Take advantage of that crazy early aggressive style that you can go with axe with no cooldowns to just run this game. But, you know, surprisingly, axe not the first player to get a Vanguard in this one. Fade having a great time, gets his Vanguard straight up. Doesn't go for as many stat items as the axe, so no double bracers or anything. Just going to give him the Blade Mail, or the Vanguard nice and early. And it looks like it'll be Blade Mail, Phase Boots and Blade Mail for Divine Llama first before he goes for the Vanguard, which I wonder if you can use Fade Bolt to maybe do the Ancients.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Lift into the taunt happening, a little bit of miscommunications with how that worked. Divine Llama now maybe in some trouble. Yamsun just going to walk away from him, and yeah, they get that kill. RCY takes it. Does cost them a rotation, which makes a little bit of room for Yopaj, but you're still really happy with that as Wildcard. They're having a great start.
Yes. I think it is imperative that this Pangolier is the richest person on their team. Like, it makes your game so much easier looking at this.
Ooh. A second to go, though.
Oh, with a haste rune too. Oh, he's looking real dead lyrical.
Yeah, Yamsun, no way out of this one. Laguna Blade. That was never going to be enough. Is it? Wait, the turn. Holy
you
moly.
were so close.
Wait. Is there a chance? Okay, no, I thought somebody might TP in and try and go for a snipe or something, but no such luck.
No, they're busy heading bottom, it looks like. Trying to hope that someone TPs to defend Fade. Probably thinking like, okay, they're going to come back through the twin gate, defend bottom lane. We're going to be there to back them up. Or we'll just show and hit the tower. Okay, let's do that.
Take this one down. Looks like Fade is going to be going straight into a halberd, which is a nice answer for the Muerta. Although you do have that like basic dispel that comes with the ulti now, which kind of makes it a little bit worse. In the meantime, a lot of stacks in the Radiant triangle.
Yeah, I really want to see how he does that as Divine Llama. If you have 3 points, 4 points Fateful, it should be fine. Lasts for 10 seconds. That should be enough. It's kind of cool. I mean, there's been a couple historical ways to give Axe the ancient farming without the Vanguard. We've had the Winter Wyvern with the E. That's always been a classic. Shoutouts Complexity 2015 or whatever. Kyle Swindlemelon's Dota, bringing that one to the world.
It looks like Yopaj is actually the one that's going to be taking it instead. So off of that somewhat poor farming that he had earlier, he's instead going to be able to move on over and take these ones for himself.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he can't do the Ancients anyway. You can leave those for the Axe.
Mid.
Oh, unfortunately, he didn't finish off that Warpine Raider, though, so he didn't get a new stack there.
Tombstone is down, and it looks like they're just going to let them do that. Speed low, 16 stick charges.
Is that worth?
The Siren?
Oh, I mean, if they punish, it is.
There's no way you get this kill. He doesn't have a Remnant out. Only has one in hand. And it's slow. It's very slow. He has one more. Oh, Yopaj trying to get out of there. He's low on mana, in trouble, and Yopaj going to fall. The double deluge. You got to respect it. Nicely played.
Just going nowhere. That max movement speed of 230 is very, very slow.
Yeah.
Some nice driver's ed there, I gotta say, from RCY, getting around the ice shards. He was cutting it close. He looked like me playing Mario Kart this morning, you know? Just the perfect drift. He found the line.
I like that. Well, another sort of slower game in terms of the aggression that we're seeing in this one. But you do sort of have the sense that things are at some point going to start popping off pretty hard. Maybe it's going to be around the Blink Dagger timing for Divine Llama, who is just queuing that up next.
All right, let me see how this goes, Divine Llama. I mean, he was full HP. It's spooky.
That hurts a lot. Dude, oh my God.
Dude, my guy was confident.
Yeah. No doubts.
The chip vest coming in clutch there. I don't think he gets it without the vest.
Yeah. That was very close. And he's also very close to dying right here, but just eats another flower or pops the blade mail. Good to go.
Not even close.
And look at these Naga Siren illusions in here.
Llama.
Blocking out the camps. Oh, I like that.
Dude, he's so close.
Yeah.
This guy's been in the lobby. He's been in the lab, I guess. That's some pretty spooky stuff.
The unfortunate part is like that lack of Vanguard also means because the thing that I like about taking it with Vanguard is not just that like you get it, but also you can stay out on the map. Him having to walk all the way home does suck a little bit.
Yeah, that is generally the idea that makes it so valuable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it gets your Blink online faster. It gives you your tri-core of items. It turns it into a dual core, you know? You're going back a few generations of computer processor here. And you just want the big two. Just the blade mail, the Blink.
Eventually going to be queuing up that BKB as well. And you can see, for now, Fade has the halberd done, queuing up the mech next. And it looks like they're going to be taking a little jaunt through the gate. This should turn out well based upon the positioning that Divine Llama is at, but do they have enough damage once they bring in the rest of the squad?
Oh, I mean, they got the song to set up for this too, yeah. I mean, Divine Llama, he's not going to be able to get spotted though. They find Scam. Now they're going to run into Divine Llama too.
Yeah, this could be big. They think that they can turn this one back around, but with Divine Llama right there, he is now in trouble. Wall down. They went for the small kill. They're going to get the big one instead. Huge catch. And yeah, that's exactly what you want.
Me as the support just running away. Thanks,
Yeah, right?
Thanks, dude. You know, sometimes you just got to know that you probably should have went in there, buddy. But you know what? Your loss is not my loss. I'm out of here.
You know, Bignum, with that kill, he might get his Blink Dagger before Axe.
Oh, Speed is stealing. Speed's song. Oh, he doesn't do it. Well, all right, now net him and reel him out, Speed.
Reel him out of there. Get him out.
Reel him out, Speed. Oh, no, friends are
he's
coming.
in some trouble.
Dude, he
Song?
knows.
Nope. No.
Yeah. Skem saw what he was trying to do. He made sure he stayed on the edge of it there. Wasn't going to give it up.
Right.
All right, they're smoking out. They're getting aggressive, but they don't have their axe with him. And Divine Llama has bought an Ogre Axe?
What?
He's going to go BKB before Blink?
Did he like have his stuff queued up and it auto bought for him? I can't imagine, because like, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
That's not good. I can't
No.
imagine that's good. It's hard to imagine that was intentional.
It is going to be Tusk getting Blink Dagger before him. RCY gets caught, but the Song of the Siren is already out. Stolen Song. Danger,
nice.
danger. Roll time, roll time. Can they get him? They already get the connection onto Rubik. Need to kill him before Song comes out. Hell Scream already uses it, but RCY gets the finish. Now, Fade comes in with the Surge to keep Yamsum at max distance. And another one of these instances where Wildcard just managed to get slightly better of the angle.
Yeah, he did manage to. I think that's worse if he doesn't steal Song there. They probably set up on like 2 heroes instead and not have to just dump all their spells on Rubik. So, bit of a good save there. But yeah, Wildcard. Feeling great about this. And I'm sure that they see Divine Llama. They see that Ogre Axe. And they're probably just like sick. Like now we have a Blinking Pango and soon to be Blinking Tusk. And you guys have no jump.
Yeah, and like
No
a
crypto.
Mekon Dark Seer. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. And now the question is like, does Divine Llama just go all the way for BKB? I don't think you can, but I don't know. That's a weird one.
They take advantage of the lack of Song, and they do press that mid tower, and that was without even having the Tombstone, as it's actually just coming back up in a few seconds. So, bit of a false push there. Weren't quite as strong as they might have looked.
He just played down a ward right on the high ground as well. And so, I mean, this is one of those instances where Shopify have complete vision of this area, but they can't get anything done because they don't have a way to get into the fight. Now, Skem is going to get caught and killed by the Undying. And
But he's back.
it's true. The unfortunate part is that, like, that solo kill, it ends up being...
he hunted him down.
What?
Cell
Okay.
Scream Gaming. Oh,
Got
we get
the
shield
shield
crash.
crash.
Oh, I thought he'd get Rolling Thunder. Of course you're not going to get Rolling Thunder. That'd be crazy. That would mean the Pango did nothing the entire time.
I've seen it before.
I just got excited. It's true. I mean, no, the best is when it's like 4 minutes later and you steal Global Silence. And you're just like, how?
Right.
Like, what have you been doing?
Well, I will say the power farming from Divine Llama has paid off and now has the Blink Dagger coming out to him.
He sent it back home, though.
I don't know why. He's in a sentry. Okay, that's fine.
There we go.
Yopaj and Hellscream playing together. Don't have Song for another 3, 2, 1, but they'll be fine.
All right, some courier management happening here. Did he drop his blink in the tree? Buddy, that's a scary place to put. Did he fuck up? Or is he really trying to hide it that much? It's by the tower. I think he messed up. Oh, no, I mean, he's going to leave the courier there. Okay, he's just hiding it. Just generally when you hide it, you leave it on the courier. It's just like a little safer in case, you know. All right, Divine Llama, he's having a fun time.
Is this the mind games? He buys an Ogre Axe to make them think that he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, and then he goes back for Blink Dagger, and then okay, now it's just on him.
And then he shows on the wave. Oh, but there it is.
They got him. They got him. Fade. Drop the wall to get out. Nope, doesn't even need to. All right, he's fine.
I don't know. I was expecting someone to like boots of travel on top there. I was like clicking Tomato, like, does he have bots or something? Or like, what's the plan here?
Right. They have been playing under wards for a while now. See why he gets rooted? Yopaj right on top of him. Lift is there, looking for the roll. The fear, great combination. RCY ends up falling. And now maybe can look for more. They find Yamsun in some trouble, turns Laguna Blade, but the Blade Mail is already there. Tries to back away for a moment. Fade shows up, Song of the Siren connects onto several. They have Yamato caught, vacuum back onto two. They have the damage to take them all out. Yamato in trouble, dies, but they manage to get the reverse call onto Yamsun. Now the vacuum back, stolen from Hellscream. Divine Llama, again, kind of in no man's land here. And as Fade is raining him down, the shards, not a great block off there. They have to stop the fight, but the turn again. The jump in call, dunk one, dunk two. Triple for Divine Llama, and Skem is just beating the crap out of him. Look out, he's going to be able to run back in on Fade again.
It's the Ogre Axe health. It's made him too powerful. He's unkillable. I can't believe they killed the Ember. After that song, he actually died solo to Nagasari. He just got netted and deluged, and the right clicks were enough damage in combination to somehow pick that up as well. So it makes it so it's not a total disaster for the Dire.
Yeah, ends up being 4 for 2, but it was the two supports that ended up dying in that one, as opposed to double cores. And now they take down Skem. Fade the one that gets credit for that kill. You know, the sustain is going to start to become an issue for Shopify.
Yeah, as they start getting these like Greaves and Halberd, and then just like annoying Pango.
Yeah.
Or do you mean the other way, as in the sustain that they have?
I meant like, the sustain that Wildcard have is going to be a problem for Shopify. Yes. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because, like, Ember is going Blade Mail Yules, right? Like, their damage needs to come from Huerta. And I don't know.
I mean, that is the one thing that the hero's quite good at.
That's true.
In the position 1 role, you know?
Well, we will see how this one works out. 21-minute mark as people are already in position to pick up that shrine. Can you believe they buffed Chain Gang to 4 units? Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right?
It's too many. Like I saw mid players picking it at 3. Like we were already getting a little bit of a turn. I don't know if they got like a patch leak or something, and we're just like trying it out. But suddenly I had a couple mids in the games I was casting picking it up, and I was like, wow, this actually looks kind of good.
Emo was
and then
right.
it just gets buffed to 4.
That's pretty hype.
Oh, the Blink Dagger is out, but it's going to be a bit too late if it was for the contesting of the Tormentor. It will be there in terms of a Roche fight, though, which is when you often see this Nagasari Blink song come in the clutch.
Okay.
Hellscream gets the shard on Rubik. Very helpful. Still has the stolen vacuum for a little while.
And they're going to move on in and try and take down Roshan for themselves. The pings are already out, but with them in the pit, can they get there in time?
Well, they have a ward on the Nagasari too, so in theory, if they were here, it's actually a good situation because they know where she's hiding. They could jump her first, but I think they were just too far away because they started like while they were still tormenting. I say that. It's taking a while. Yopaj is here.
Very, very low. Got to be careful with their movement. Roll in. Yimson gets it. Thought about a remnant chase down. Can go for this if they want. The net's there. Vacuum, LSA, but the big call, the snowball save.
What a save.
That is what they needed. Now the turn. Divine Llama, the one that had the snowball after him. They still are rooting up for the moment. Big Gnome down low, but not dead yet. Turn on to the tombstone and the vacuum wall. Divine Llama trying to get out of there. The team is tucked tail and running away, but the Diffusal Blade slow down means 3 dead and an Aegis.
Oh, they kept just tagging them too to make sure you couldn't get that blink. A little shield crash from the high ground, make sure it didn't get a moment to blink away. The wall, the vacuum, he was trying to find a way to get back into that fight after. What a save there. That was so necessary from Big Gnome. That fight's a disaster without that snowball save.
And it shows the problem taking that axe that early. You know, this hero can be really good, but I would wager a decent amount of those games probably had a ban out of Tusk that we saw it get played in other regions. So a tough situation. When you get off to a hot start like Big Gnome did, have they missed a little bit of their window now?
Yeah, I would say so. I think 7 kills with a Axe and a Ember who went for this like Blade Mail Yules build that's not enough kills, you know?
Right.
I feel like you got to be really controlling the map with this style of a build and these two kind of heroes and a very aggressive, undying hero in terms of just like forcing objectives and everything, but they weren't quite able to do it despite amazing vision. Typically when you see this happen in a game, you often just go back and be like, yeah, but they had a hard time because they really lacked vision. They couldn't keep an eye on them. Every time I look at the minimap, it's mostly Shopify dominating the vision game.
A little bit of a wraparound here as Skem is hiding in the trees. And like you talk about that vision, they had it like heroes fully caught underneath it for a really long period of time. And it felt like the issue was it just didn't matter. They couldn't get anything done with the vision that they had. No Blink Dagger early on Axe. No ways to make those kills happen quickly with Ember trying to get the, Undying or the Rubik to connect. And now you're in a really tough situation because the other issue is Darkseer now has this shard, which means if you do try and go for like the jump call, you might get your blink broken just by that little trail behind you, even with the BKB.
Yeah, trying to reassess how they're going to play this. I mean, the BKB on Divine Llama is huge, of course. So he's at 8 seconds still left. That was just the first use. Toronto does have the Mjolnir and Dragon Pike Hurricane Pike almost done as we see Scam just get annihilated there. And again, Cecil Sturge his way back in.
Do they have the save? Yes, they do. Now they get the vacuum onto 2. RCY looking for the roll-up run through. Can they get it? But stolen Hellscream trying to turn it back around and get his team out of trouble. Will it work, though? Yopaj trying to hide away. The snowball. He gets caught just in the end in 6 seconds on the Remnant. Does have a Yules. Will not matter. Oh, man.
Man, so close. Another good attempt here from Hellscream, trying to bail them out of a bad-looking situation. But yeah, it is just like you said in the draft. The team fight is crazy. Wildcard, like, it is ridiculous. And now the double save potential of 2 blinking supports with these ways to just end the ability to damage them during the song it's a tough time.
Yeah, even when it looks good and like things could turn, right? That's Lina getting caught right at the start, basically, with a call, and it just doesn't matter.
They've got just under a minute left with this Aegis here and have not claimed a tier 2. I'd like to see them just force bottom. Yopaj going to try and push this out and puts a safety Ember first, or safety Remnant. And we'll keep this tower alive, but mid is getting hit at the same time.
They're trying to bait this, maybe. They saw 3 heroes on this ward. They find Hellscream and Divide. Do the rest of the team get here in time?
Holy.
Yes, they will. That is a bait if I have ever seen it. Oh my God. Complete and utter devastation as they take down 3.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. We love this ward. That's beautiful. Holy Bignum. So, and then it's his ward and he just puts, are you okay? Bignum throws some chum in the water. The sharks they come out of the woodwork.
That's really good.
Oh yeah, let's get a replay there. I'm just a lonely old Tuscan. RCY, boom. Oh, his driving's fantastic. Little roll up there.
Muerta didn't get a chance to get anything off. It's just, yeah, I really feel like her damage just has not been able to be where it's needed right now. They actually cancel that TP, and that's going to mean Speed has to back away. If they feel like commit for this, you do have the Song of the Siren at the ready, but also can kind of just walk it off, it seems.
You know, until that fight, I never realized how much better Pango has it on the outer side of the map since the river update. I never really put it together just how disgusting it is. There's so many more spaces, because that was actually a very specific part of the map where Pango kind of sucked before.
Oh? Rooted? That was a TP? Now the Tombstone down, zombies starting to spread. Speed might be in some trouble because the battle is happening in mid where they've already killed Tomato. But But with Bignum here, maybe they can still fight for this shrine, staying alive a little bit longer. Fate shows up in time, and now they got him caught. Reinforcements have shown up, and, well, they're not even going to get Bignum. Triple kill for Yamsun. They get the shrine. This is a beatdown.
They've hit the wall. They have indeed. Man, teamfight execution from Wildcard just so solid. Also just outplaying them like crazy with that bait. Really did solidify a massive big game advantage. They're going to jump right onto this Rubik. He is gone. That is Pango, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's usually what you see once he's the eggs. It's just eviscerations. You know, he runs around. Heroes just disappear if they have low armor.
It really just has not been their day. It feels like
he tried.
Almost
he tried.
That was close.
I mean, he has 2,400 health. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's it's not easy to bring down this Pango. He is quite strong. The other thing is that, like, I just don't think that Shopify can fight anymore, right? Like, you've got Greaves' pipe now, and then also Muerta has to commit her ulti to purge the halberd, and if she doesn't, Tomato's just not doing any damage in the fight. It's really quite difficult to make these engagements work. How
to win this game as Shopify? Muerta being able to just stand tall is probably the biggest thing. Dude, another blink? Can you guys relax?
Yeah.
We got 4 blinks on Wildcard now.
Yeah,
that's going to make it really hard to position properly as a Muerta.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It just feels so impossible. And, like, when Alina can walk up and do this, be the first person forward, you know that there's just such a big problem in the draft. And by the way, this is before Speed gets his shard on Naga Siren. Right now, just the solar crest and the blink.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to angle for next as well. It should be respawning in a second here, so. Yamsun forces back Yopaj. Tries to go for an LSA, but he's zipped on out of there.
Man. For sure a beatdown. And
Divine Llama is saying, let's go for the Tormentor. He's making the call. He said we should I'd rather fight there than our high ground. That's what he's saying.
Interesting. I mean, I don't think he's necessarily wrong. With all the blink daggers, it's barely a high ground, you know?
That's true. It's a high ground for as long as they want it to be one.
This should set up for a free Roche, though, for Dire, most likely.
How come Tormentor doesn't appear in that top list of things when we hold Alt, you know?
That's a good point.
Wouldn't that be kind of nice? But we got a Roche clock.
You don't know. 7 to 20. They are just playing it very safe, but Roche has respawned now. Tormentor has
a sneaky
as well.
ward. Yeah, so they can kind of see if they actually go to do the Tormentor.
Okay.
All right, Roche begins. He's going to yell.
Yeah.
There he is.
I don't think that Radiant can do anything to stop this.
Yeah, certainly not.
But 7 to 20 with a 12k gold lead. We've seen high ground defenses with people coming back from further behind than this.
Oh, yes.
But the thing that I feel like we haven't seen this game as much is Shopify putting together like consistently good fights.
Then it is time to not fight.
Okay.
We'll place deep wards. We'll cut waves and we'll run. We'll live in the dark in the sewers. You'll never see us again.
Did you ever watch Pitch Black with Vin Diesel?
I did, actually. I was going to say no, but I actually did.
That was a great movie.
Dude, I watched that so long ago. I feel like I watched that and Riddick back to back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I must have had a Vin Diesel night going on.
Who hasn't, honestly? It was called Pitch Black,
Pitch
right?
Black. It was. I just checked it. Yeah, I had to look it back up.
Yeah.
Are Pitch Black and Riddick the same?
Yeah, I think they are.
That
right?
explains it. Yeah, it is. That explains it. I was wondering why. They are the same franchise.
Which came out first? I think it was Pitch Black, right?
It was Pitch Black, yeah.
Yeah, but they were
2000.
just like, this character is so cool, we just need to like bring it out again.
Hell
But
yeah,
I don't
dude.
remember what Chronicles of Riddick was. I remember Pitch Black
it's-
more than that.
It's the same. It's the exact same. It's just Vin Diesel in space. And,
Okay.
You know, and he's got cool looking eyes thing going on or something.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Vin Diesel's game company? Do you remember that?
No.
He had like a full on game company. He was gonna make a game. Tygon
was the game?
Studios.
Tygon.
They were gonna make Chronicles of Riddick. Oh, that was in
That
2004.
tracks. Okay.
Yeah. Headquarters at Bellevue. So they're right next to Valve. We should ask Valve.
Oh my God, that's where Mars came from. It's all coming together now.
You see, it all connects.
Well, we didn't miss anything in our little segue about Riddick, because the game is just continuing on with slow, steady sieges. But Fade, for some reason, is in the enemy base, starting to die. The roll-up coming RCY, but the BKB beatdown continues.
Okay.
And they lose Fade for basically nothing, and now... Oh, can they get the kill here onto Ember, though? Yopaj just barely able to jump away from that one.
Okay, they still have Blink Song, so chasing is very scary. Divine Llama still tempted, though. Has a gem.
Okay.
He could get a real juicy one here, but, I mean, this is into Alina with 2 minutes of Aegis still left here.
Fortunately, they did use the banner on the side of Wildcard. So, damage, tier 3, top side mostly killed, but not all the way down. And mid, there's a little bit of tickling damage on it. Those types of plays, though, you can't really let that happen, I feel like, in these types of games. It's really easy to swing things back. Oh, okay, well, that happened. Never mind.
Okay. But more importantly, did you know that his dream game was something called Barca BC, which was an MMORPG set around the year
Yopaj?
200 BC? Yeah, Yopaj, not Vin Diesel.
Okay.
And anyway, now it got turned into an RTS where you control Hannibal as he rampages around Italy. That sounds awesome. Yeah. But
That's pretty cool.
it's probably never coming to the light of day. It's been in development hell for 13 years.
So it's kind of like Bad Civ or something.
Yeah, excuse me, better Civ, obviously.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
got Vin Diesel. You'll be so fast. Think of how slow Civ is.
Age is coming down, and RCY still staying in the base and tries to go for
nice
a Cole,
try.
but not quite able to connect there onto RCY. And Fade thinking about surging himself in.
I've watched you do this so many times.
Yes.
The surge and spin and circle. Like, I know the
Yeah.
brain of the Darkseer player.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
How hard is it to not blink in there when you're doing your little surge spin? Because I feel like they get the call of the void is very strong with Darkseer players.
You always just see the best possible thing that could happen, and then it's actually what happened just a few minutes ago, where he just like blinked in and then died.
Yeah, that
that's
makes
why I don't
sense.
buy Blink. I don't buy Blink on Darkseer. Bad item. It gets you to do bad things. That Nagnum Scepter, it's a bait item.
That's
You need to be
actually
like,
true.
You need to be mentally strong to do it, and it's too hard when you just can see the 5 hero vacuum and.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I mean, you're
you have to say
delegating
no to
by
it.
not buying Blink, right? You're like, someone else
Exactly.
go in. I'll make the fight good after that. But Big Num, I
Right.
need you in there, bud.
Exactly. Go make some stuff. Go kick somebody. Get Nagnum Scepter.
There's an invisible tomato down here. This could end badly for Fate. He's hunting. Oh, wait, no, not invisible, but there's lots of friends here. Oh, this would be such a good pick for them. He's actually killable. Like, he's only got... He has no dispel. Oh, but the friends are here. Oh, this could turn bad. All right,
Fade
who's
has
got
a
it?
bunch
Divine
of
Llama's on the high
friends.
ground.
He's thinking about it. Jump in, call. Guess who's there? Hello. How are you again, sir? They drop down the tombstone. Oh, no. This is really, really bad for them. Vacuum wall onto 3. LSA comes out, but then the song for the turn. Oh, my
he found the
God.
counter.
It's 2012 all over again. They got him with the jump.
Dude. Poor Hellscream, man. He's trying so hard. Wait, there's a gem on this Pango. There is a gem on this
got him.
Pango.
Damn, say it ain't so. His life is a heartbreaker. Oh, brutal.
Oh, wait, but in the back lines, Yopaj hunts for creeps.
Oh, he'll
He won't
get
get this wave, unfortunately. They don't have a glyph, but he'll get the next wave.
Oh my god, he killed
Devi
the
Llama?
Vice Courier.
Yeah,
Mid?
he's stuck mid as well.
Big
He's
jump. Big get. Poor guy. Oh no, he didn't even get his blade mail off.
Dude, they're gaming.
They are.
Yamson
Wild card.
Oof. Yeah, what is he? 11, 2, and 7 on this Lina. This was some good old looking at what's winning and being like, hey, we should play that.
The buyback.
Okay,
Well,
remember, no Aegis now.
Yeah. They are
Yep, no
not
Aegis.
concerned, it seems. They do not
Watch
seem
out.
to care at all, even a little bit. Bignum, he showed himself now, but the roll in, it comes out, and there's the jump. It will matter. They get him fully killed. No song was up. Oh, Bignum went a little bit early there, ended up getting caught flat-footed. Nonetheless, it is an axe dieback, so out for 100 seconds. Stole net. Can't really do much with it, though, sadly.
I mean, there's definitely a buyback Lina TP end the game here, but then you're opening a win condition.
Oh, and they got to kill this tombstone. They're thinking about it, deciding better. Don't actually go for it. Now, oh, good. Huerta silence. Roots there. Vacuum onto 3. Fade dead.
Jeez, where did he go?
The damage. It's quite strong as Motto gets the double kill. That's huge. That was a lot of freaking gold.
All right. Well, he has increased his kills substantially from 1 to 3 on Tomato after that fight. My guy is heating up. I'll see you guys in 40 minutes, he said. I'll be there with the damage. And then he queues up immediately a Daedalus. This guy is ready to game. And we get a replay here. It was a great way to just pick them apart. As the Lina's dead, they know. Because, like, they really don't have a whole lot when Lina's dead. And they've also used all their wombo combos and stuff. Then it's a good time to just start picking and choosing who you're going to pick off.
The thing about it, they really didn't need to be there on Wildcard. And honestly, like the way this game is going, I could very easily see this start swinging heavily into the favor of Shopify if Wildcard keep playing this like sort of chillaxed style again. Like Muerta's the strongest hero in the game right now.
Can't stand when people are chillaxing.
Yeah, I know. It's no good.
It's the worst. No. All right, there's the Daedalus. Yeah. I mean, you saw it. He like 3-shot that Darkseer.
You know, I really think that all they have to do is like let the Lina hit with next Aegis and be ready with a snowball save. And this like Aghanims on Tusk might actually bait them into losing the game. Because if they don't have a save for Axe Call, this draft is still almost entirely about the Lina.
I think Hellscream is also insanely annoying right now. Like he is 4-staff, Ghost Scepter, and Ags. It's really hard to set up these big team fighty symphony of skill things versus Aghanim's Rubik because the cast range is just massive and he gets 2.
I also think
bots too on Yamson. He's queuing up a Rapier. Okay, they're going for an Aegis Ender here. Oh, also he does have the Outworld Staff. Let's keep an eye on that.
Oh, this is dangerous. They step forward.
Yamson.
Lina, first person there, jumps back. Axe Call misses on it. Walrus Punch already used. Didn't go for the kick, though. And now the roll is off the mark. It's a silence onto the Darkseer. This fight, I don't know if you should actually chase this.
I don't know who wants to fight here. I feel like it kind of looks good for Shopify if they re-engage.
Yeah, very much so. Not
They're
opting
try
for
to
it,
reset
though.
a little bit here. And, I mean, we do have a Roche available. We have Alina who wants to get a Rapier. They're keeping the Naga Siren Illusion in there. Radiant unable to drop any wards during that. So Dire have a really good vision perimeter set up here. But now the smoke. So will this vision give them a false sense of security? That's the question. Refresher is almost done for Pango.
They also don't
fight.
have Song Shard up yet. Darkseer, he's in a little bit of trouble. You can have a snowball save if they need it. There's the jump forward in the Song. Now the reset onto 4, but another stolen Song. The wall is down onto 3. The Song on Song action. The reset is really good for Radiant. Now they're trying to make this move forward. Yopaj caught for the moment. Tomato pulled around, controlled by RCY, but he gets the BKB off and the turn. But look at the Muerta illusion coming out. Did so much damage. And there's the snowball save that they needed. Another vacuum on to 3. The turnaround with the Satanic Yamsun doing the damage that's needed. But now, as
Tomato.
the ethereal form wears out, Tomato might not quite have enough damage as the rest of his team is very far away. Fade getting caught, killed. Ultra for Yamsun. He was way too strong.
Oh my god, there's just 2 towers hitting everyone in the fight. It's just Lina and Muerta standing tall and A-clicking the ground and praying that they're hitting the right targets that whole time. Look at the damage spread here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was terrifying. Jeez, I mean, the saves coming out there as well. Yamsun's almost dying on the blade mail from the Ember. That was terrifying. I thought maybe he was going to go down for a second there. He got mega low. Now he has an Aegis and he's thinking Rapier. He wants to be done with this game.
All right, Refresher is there too. God, what do you do? I kind of feel like you maybe want to give Refresher Sword to Darkseer, but he also is low on slots. Like,
It's simple. You know, they steal the song, so then you just refresh it song again.
I feel like he's stolen song every time. Am I crazy? Can you not like mirror image this?
Yeah, I think he just has it down when he does it.
Because he's using the mirror images to scout. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what's happening. But you're right. You typically that is what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So no panic maneuvers. Obviously, like, yeah, Deluge, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, that is a 5-second cooldown. You're not wrong.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, a lot on the line here now, and it is Refresher song for Naga Siren. So I guess when she gets her song stolen, she can turn it back around and use a second one, and that's the reset that they need.
I can't wait to see 4 songs.
Dude, Rubik has Surge and Song. They actually could wreck them here.
Yeah, although they're kind of the initiators.
The timing of it is so hard. You can't get an axe call out of it. Like it doesn't work as well.
Well, I mean, you kind of can because they're going to be forced to BKB though. Like you actually want them to BKB at the end of the song, and then the axe call comes in, and you're like, well, haha. There we go. In we go. RCY.
Roll.
On a Tomato.
Trying to get it. The kick.
No,
the kickback.
the kickback?
But there's the BKB. Now ethereal form. Bignum in some trouble. Ewell Scepter still controlling the other ones. That Song of the Siren and finding the Rubik. Second round, but the song. Do they have it? Vacuum LSA, the combo, but Divine Llama, he catches with the call. The taunt's there. Do they have enough damage to kill Devi off? Not quite. He does eventually go down to the crit. Hellscream songed. Will manage to survive through it. The heal keeping him alive, but no Muerta, no axe. They do not have enough left in the tank. This is going to be a victory for Wildcard as they run down Skem, take down his tombstone as well, and can set their sights on the rest of these buildings and a couple heroes if they need to. Buyback comes from the Undying. Tier 4 towers being hit. Still standing there. Yamsun seems perfectly fine for the moment. They will go for the glyph, but with the Roche's banner down, not easy to make anything. Wait, no, they got a buyback from Max. He got gold.
Yeah, stolen LSA as well. And now we get some.
The control. There he is one time. Can they do it again? Muerta does not have what she needs. No buyback available, but is up in 40 seconds if they can wait that long. Rubik caught for the moment. Tries to back away. LSA onto the Pango. Skem dies, but they're buying some more time. They need a little bit more. Yopaj gets back into the fountain, still keeping them at bay. The tower falls. Ancient exposed. And are they going to retreat? Wildcard, they don't feel confident. The lift back connection, finding the Darkseer, but there's the turnaround. Vacuum back off cooldown in 3, 2, 1. The reel in, vacuum onto 4 LSA, they dodge it. Getting away from him. Muerta almost back up again. Yopaj hitting Yamsun low. Yamsun doesn't have much left in the tank. The LSA is out, but it's not enough. Divine Llama down, not dead. Gets back into the base and Muerta's there. And now the song TP out, but Divine Llama, he can't get the call. It was so close. It was so close.
Holy.
And now they find and catch and kill the Naga Siren.
close one, buddy.
It is right on the edge. And when all is said and done, exposed Ancient, but they don't have megas.
Okay, this is my tech though. This is the buyback, and you plant the tree as Muerta, guys. Okay, my tech is it's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna fear people in the song when there's no trees to shoot. We gotta plant some trees, guys. All right, that's our tactics.
What does Rubik have right now? He's got Walrus Punch and LSA.
And the LSA is insane. I mean, that's what got them the Aegis kill on the Lina. Is just, I mean, you can look at Rubik right now. Like, the range of the LSA is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Such a powerful spell to have that with.
And it costs 26 mana.
Oh, so expensive. I mean, how does he manage?
Oh, okay.
You know, I could just hear the chants of USA slowly quieting down as they started to run away from that Ancient. It's like, oh no. Wait, are we doing this anymore? What happened?
I mean, to be fair, I do think that this is still a really good position for Wildcard, but it's a little dicey on the edge. Like, this Muerta is very, very strong. Queuing up a refresher right now, Lina has not committed to the Rapier, and at this point appears to be sitting comfortably just with the refresher.
It's so scary to go Rapier versus so many Blade Mails. Like, Axe and Ember are still rocking them. It doesn't seem worth it. I feel like it's more likely to kill you than kill them.
Right. Well, and they have the Pyrrhic Cloak now. I mean, this is why you have to have that refresher BKB, because the Pyrrhic Cloak with the Blade Mail, all that stuff, it's really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Undying and Axe having it is very hard.
Man.
Especially because the Undying doesn't have that Blade Mail too, so it can be extra sneaky. You know, maybe you're not expecting it the first time.
True.
Oh, he has it Unleashed as well. I didn't even realize. So he has the 97.5% damage reflected as Undying. That is crazy.
What the hell?
That is an unreal Curio advancement. Holy.
Yeah, just
okay,
can't
they're
attack
coming
almost.
mid. Arcane Rune Pango.
Shield
looking
Rune
for his hero.
Maybe an opportunity
rune
to
action.
set up. Do they decide to go? I feel like you can't really go for something right now.
All right, buybacks. No buyback on Tomato. That's the big one. No buyback on Ember.
He did buy out for the refresher on the Muerta. One of the problems here is that if they go, they can just like hit this tower with illusions, with other stuff, and you have to come and deal with that eventually on the side of the Radiant.
Ooh, Blink Scythe as well on speed. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, oh man. Gotta watch this. It's getting
What's
hype. I
Divine
gotta
Llama
close my
hunting
door
for?
real quick.
He's hunting for level 25. You do that. I got this lyrical. Don't worry. Nullifier picked up here from RCY. All right, folks. So you guys have all been in this game before, right?
I'm locked in.
You guys, you've been in your friends stack. Or you can pretend you have friends if you don't have any. And you've been playing Dota together, and you get this part of the game, and you're just like, okay, guys, we're winning. We know that we're supposed to win this game, but it's often so easy to throw. It's so easy to throw bodies at this, and you get a couple chances. But in a pro match, you only get like 1.5, kind of. You know, you don't get like 3 shots at it. Pro matches can very quickly shift around because they're so good at getting the immediate punish after. They don't all go to hit jungle creeps for 30 seconds after winning a fight. They actually take objectives, so it's much harder. The big call. He got 25 on Axe.
Yeah, he also got Octarine Core. So this is interesting. They have no buybacks on Radiant. They are
they just left the gem
out.
He was like, someone pick up this gem, and he just dropped it.
Yeah.
So they've just left. Maybe they're scouting because you get the vision, right? So now they'll know if someone comes down there.
I mean,
does that mean do they have any gems? Oh, they have one on Undying too. Okay.
The other thing to keep in mind, they have 16,000 gold unspent right now just on the heroes with buyback on the side of Wildcard. It's a 30,000 gold lead. So the difference in net worth actually is like not as big of a deal as it would normally be.
Yeah,
something to watch for here.
Roche is going to spawn pretty quick as well. It's only like 30 seconds away.
Opage stepping forward. Multiple Octarines. The problem is they need to come back and deal with these creeps in the base.
Yeah, and still no boots of travel or anything on Tomato. In fact, he has no boots at all, so he's very slow. He's walking at 295.
Right.
Thinking about another refresher here on Yopaj. It's Refresher City.
Yep, they're watching it.
Smoking up now, passing it around. One toke each. His fade leads the way.
A couple of Outworld staffs at the moment.
Yes. Yep. Ember, Lena. Some clutch items.
Also on the Darkseer.
How many pure cloaks on the Dire? Just Tusk?
Yeah. Axe has one too.
Tusk is so funny at this point in the game, man. He has 3,500 HP. Look at his items.
Right. I know.
Like, he doesn't even have
nothing.
an enchantment for it. Like, it's just... My guy's just got 3.9 strength gain, and it shows.
Wow. Roche roars. There is a Tormentor up top if they wanted to go for it. Does Naga finally have Shard? I can't believe Naga does not have the Shard. That seems crazy to me that Speed has not gotten this item.
I mean, it's funny that Rubik's are better.
Yeah.
I think you can't afford to buy it. I'm in agreement.
He has
I don't think it's as worth
6,000 gold.
Yeah, but it's not as good as a refresher, and it's not as good as Scythe.
Yes.
You know?
I don't know. There's been a Tormentor there sitting for a while. That's all I gotta say. And I guess that, to be fair, also they are starting a lot of fights with Song, so it's like less value than it would be normally. But I feel like these fights are also long enough that you like might get a second Song off.
Yeah, with the talent, it's definitely possible now. They're close to level 30 on Lena.
Yeah,
that would be kind of nice. She just turns into this behemoth of a hero going high ground.
all waiting and ready to go again. They are.
Oh, I didn't even realize he had a moon shard as well. Holy.
Yeah, I mean he's big.
That is a lot of gold.
Onto the Tusk. Onto Scam.
That's our song.
Song now. Onto 3. Onto 4. Fade.
Better
He's
not get
them all. No, he doesn't back him. He gets them all. Caught. 3, 4.
Dude,
all of them in trouble. But they got the stolen on it again. And now they can reset if they need to. Fade runs into all of this, but nobody's actually dying. And on top of that, they will have the song to reset this. I think Wildcard need to be careful with their movement, although Yamato caught in the wall and now isolated for the rest of the team.
Dude,
but there it is, the song on to 5. They don't have any way to turn this, though, with another big catch. So they will just back out, goes for the call, connects now onto the Tusk. Tusk starts to die. Big hits coming from Huerta, starting to die. He's out of there. RCY is done. Big hits as the kick came from Hellscream. He's kicking from so far away. And now Hellscream gets another one. Oh, you shouldn't have bought the Axe, Tusk. They're using it better than you. As they will take down the Lena and can go for another salvo. Taunted dead.
Am I missing a mechanic? Are we wrong? Can you no longer cast spells as Naga Siren or something? I was literally watching him. I mean, he just deluged right now. Was he just trying to save it for after?
What,
like the song lasts 7 seconds, brother. You can do it again after. Like he had everything up. I was watching him to make sure. Like, Speed, it's your boy Speed. He needs to do a video on this Naga Siren.
Oh man,
it's killing them.
19 to 36. I mean, it has been really rough. And now you have an insane combination. Hellscream, Song, and Walrus kick. Because the other thing is, look at the range on this kick when we get back into the game after this follow-up here. It is, he was able to kick the Lena from mega far away and that Pango back in.
Yeah. Dude, the Pango got walloped. Like, he took 478 from the Walrus kick. And as he was flying through the sky, I just saw him get shot down like a clay pigeon. He just eviscerated on Pango. It was like 1,500 damage in 5 shots or something. Oh my god! Now the lanes are all pushed out.
I mean,
unreal.
This is really quite bad for Wildcard. I mean, again, it's a 20,000 gold lead, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it's what you were saying before. It's not relevant gold. A lot of it. A lot of it's just like this hanging out gold. I mean, Lena's holding 11,000 gold. Okay, it's a 6K lead. It's 57 minutes, guys. Does that matter? No. Right?
Naga has 8,000 gold. Darkseer has 5,000 gold. Yeah, it's... I mean, and granted, they have a decent amount on the other side of the rating as well. Everybody's inflated right now, but...
I think if Yopaj kills this courier going for the secret shop, it'll just do them a favor because Speed's trying to buy a refresher.
Oh no!
But his Remnant's not going to see it. That's a refresher. August Iron is going to be online here in a second.
Okay.
There it is. He has buyback still as well. I don't know how this helps.
Well, we will find out.
We will. Holy moly.
The other thing is, Fade is going...
He had Hellscream in the song, Gabe.
He
was in the song.
This Aghanim Scepter, I think, also does not matter for Fade, really, either. Like, the hero that you would want to get with it is the Muerta, and she's often going to be in Pierce the Veil form. I don't know. I'm really concerned about Dire at this point. The fights feel very difficult to take, and I almost feel like you've got to just, like... With the couple of things they've got left, like push the waves in and go for the all-in on throne, bait out a glyph and do it again. I think that's actually their best chance to win. And you can do it also like because Fade has the AoE surge, so he can surge creep waves right now to get them there if he needs to.
Oh, but I think strat.
I think they need to not fight anymore. I don't know if they can take the fight.
Oh, they could definitely go for a pickoff. And they're close. I don't think they saw the courier.
Oh, jeez.
Man, this could be the moment here. I mean, Ember has no buyback right now, for example. Like, if Yopaj was somehow caught here...
Yeah.
RCY gets a Shrine of Wisdom for 2240 experience. That's a lot.
But look at this. Like, there's nobody home. If they just go through... I mean, I think part of the thing they're feeling is that if they go throne and then they whiff, they're just out. But almost all of them have buyback. I guess they're missing on Pango and Darkseer, which you really need. I don't know. This game feels like it's on a hair's edge for them.
I'd kind of like to see like Yopaj with a Aeon Disc or something, too. Would be nice. But I guess they do have a Nullifier, so maybe it's not worth it.
Yamson has 11,000 gold. Just waiting for that bottle to come on out so he can bottle up this amp damage.
Waiting for that 7th inventory slot you can purchase there as the Boots of Travel 2 come out. I mean, they're slowly itemizing to get their win condition on the side of Shopify. Right. They're begging them to come high ground again. They are not scared right now.
Yeah.
All right, here's the play. Trojan Horse. You just send in the real Naga Siren with the illusions.
Okay.
He just walks into 4 of them and just songs out of nowewhere.
I don't know if it matters because they're...
That'll be so clutch.
I've seen like 3 or 4 4 songs. It's happened, and it's not made that much of a difference.
Remember, failure is the best teacher, for sure. You remember your failure so much more. This time, I guarantee, I would put my life on the fact that he will not get songs stolen again if he catches the Rubik inside the song.
Okay. I like that.
Guarantee. Yeah. There's just no way. Like, he's seen it.
Hellscream is sitting very far back, too, though. Like, playing this,
I think he's thinking
wisely.
there's no way I'm getting that one again.
Yeah.
All right, they did a really good job of rebalancing the waves here in Wildcard. They didn't panic. They didn't YOLO. It did give an insane amount of gold over to Shopify, but they've stabilized. The waves are all pushing in. Waves are vision. They know where they are. Kick back here.
Stolen.
A very small kick.
Now the jump. There's the song. He got it stolen again.
Dude, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I mean...
Now, LSA, they're up on the hill, but Skem seems to be fine. They can't go because song got stolen. I mean, to be fair, he was quick on that one. But
he pressed Q. Just press E. Just deluge, brother.
Well, they're hitting the throne with some of these illusions, it seems. Oh, man. Goodness gracious, Trent.
All I see him doing now is pressing Deluge 1,000 times. He's just mashing it, basically. Like, look, that's off cooldown. But the one time when we need this speed.
Yeah.
Blimey. Okay, well, now Hellscream has a smoke out song, potentially, here. At least he didn't get the kick, too.
It was close.
Oh, here we go. The Helm of the Undying. Oh, golly gee willikers.
Yeah, this is fun.
Oh.
Yeah, 60 minutes. Okay. All right.
Divine Llama, he kept the Pure Cloak. He took the tier 5 for it.
Wow.
Speed took the Necronomicon.
Ember has Helm of the Undying. Muerta has Helm of the Undying. Rubik has the Necro books. Yeah, that's 3 Helm of the Undyings. What do we have here? Divine Regalia. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's your rapier, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen this before for some reason, this is your increases your outgoing damage by 20%, but if you die, it permanently disables his neutral element. The current enchantment is lost, and he just bought a rapier to go on top of it. So
Holy
Yam Son wants a rapier, he wants an Aegis, and he wants to end this game. Can he even slot an Aegis? Like,
I mean, he
has
has a lot of damage now. Oh my god. Yeah, those crits are hitting for 1,500. Okay.
All right. So Helm of the Undying. What was the nerf again?
I think they took time off of it.
And the cooldown maybe? Was the cooldown get extended too?
Oh.
It's like 100 seconds now.
They scanned RCY. They know he's up here. Scan was still turning red. Are they going to get him on the comeback?
Radiant Vision.
Oh.
They don't see it.
I don't know, man. This is craziness. I'm very concerned. I think I think with the like Divine Rapier and the Regalia, you can't really go for that type of play we were talking about before. Oh, look at this wraparound. So Yopaj is showing, but it's a smoke up behind the rest of them, and they are following these Necro books. Oh, if they can catch them here, if they understand where they're at. Smoke,
I think they
a little bit of
understand.
duration.
Roche is on the run.
They see this. The illusions.
All right, what if they just hit high ground?
I mean, you could, but they're also
Blink,
all
blink
around
sight.
this area. Jump forward,
Blink
call
sight, blink
catches
sight.
onto RCY. The damage hitting immediately onto Skem, doing good damage and dying on the Undying. Now Muerta finds them, Lena, but they can't get the call. Blink in, no, there's the song. Interrupted. Finding the tombstone, trying to take that one down. Wall onto Muerta immediately. Still controlling
still a song
Divine
from
Llama,
Rubik.
keeping him at bay.
They
they
can't
have
full
it?
commit.
Yeah.
They know Rubik still has song stolen from the last fight.
Fear has to back out. That's the BKB in the walk away.
Man, okay, there we go. Yep. They almost had something good there because Yopaj gets scythed by the base. There was a blink in there from speed, but kind of 2 fights breaking out at the exact same time. As that was happening, the rest were there. We now have every single hero with buyback, as you can see. So we're in the shit. As it were.
Okay. All right.
This is just total fucking chaos. Everyone having buyback, Roche fight. We got walrus kicks. We got refreshers. We got Naga songs. We have everything you could desire for a late game match.
The Helm of Undyings.
Yeah. But the last time they went this late, remember, that's where Wildcard lost. It was an hour and 17 minutes that Shopify took the win versus them.
Look at this, though. They learned a little bit. Look at bottom. The Necro books. They're taking down that tier 3 tower.
That was good.
Illusions, well, they're going to get caught quickly and killed. I really wonder about, like, if they would have just sort of face rolled the Ancient, if it would have made the difference. But that's something you're going to be wondering forever, if it would have been the right play or not.
Speed just going in right now. Almost faking being an illusion, I feel like. Oh, Benny Glimmers next to them.
Hex.
We're going in.
Bignum. Surge 2. Control for the moment. Good damage out. Nullified. Finding the backline. Yamato hitting but not doing that much. So that is a dead
Defensive
Undying.
wall. Yeah, no dirge. But am I crazy? Did he just buy out? He bought out for the Greaves.
No buyback.
Song.
600 away.
My brother.
Yep, it's a stolen song. All right, Trent.
Surely I'm missing something. That's all I can imagine. I must be missing something. Something's not right. I don't know what it is, but something's not right. I can't imagine that he would let this happen 19 times.
Yeah.
Must be bugged. Must be another bug.
That's fair.
Must be.
Ember is switching up his build right now. I think he just bought a Meteor Hammer and then I think he sold it.
Divine Llama?
Whoa.
Speed
Caught?
in.
Laguna Blade
Refreshes.
hits. In trouble, dead. Okay, he does have buyback though, and now another one. Speed is dead. Yamato just moves in and takes him out. So they did get the buyback out of him though. Out of the axe.
Blinks and he refreshed on the Nog Song, about to rip off another song, but then he just went down. God, he dies so fast, this Muerta.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that is massive. Big win condition. Now 2 heroes, no buyback on the Radiant. Also, wait, Muerta also no buyback?
Muerta bought out for what? I mean, she has Aegis, so you have 3 minutes where that... When did that happen? Oh, yeah, up top, right. I forgot. They bullied them back and were able to do that. Darkseer queuing up a refresher now also, and that's a Wind Waker for the Tusk at 70 minutes.
And they don't have a nullifier still, right? On the Radiant? Yeah, they still are lacking on that.
Trying to catch Yopaj here.
Yeah, this Meteor Hammer is hilarious. He is cheesing.
And queuing up a Dagon after.
All right, let me see some cheese Yopaj. Oh, he's not gonna go for it. He's getting out of there.
That's probably the right decision.
Oh, I didn't realize he had the savory shield going as well.
Yeah, nice.
Very scrumptious. And savory, sorry.
Oh, God. Are we going to get all 10 buybacks again? Are they all going to come back up before we have another fight?
Frankly, I'm just glad that we're increasing the average game time after all the forfeits.
That's a good point.
Like, we're making up for lost time here, guys. This is good. Also, thank God I had 0 coffee today. I waited to make coffee till like 4 o'clock in the evening, so I'm overtired, giddy, and caffeinated. We got a good night ahead of us, folks.
That's the perfect window, right? I do feel bad though, because I think I'm definitely going to miss bedtime with the baby, so I got to tell.
Oh, there's no hope for you, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's done.
I was able to squeak it in today, actually. Shout out to actually getting a game 3, guys.
Nice. Love that.
Oh yeah, there he goes. He's meteor hammering. This is nice. I like this.
It
helps combat the boredom.
It's true.
Of him not getting to do initiations because they can't fight.
Okay, Speed is getting the shard. We're back. We've done it.
we're gaming. Good.
It's good.
Does Rubik still have song? Yup. Oh god, it lasts so long, man.
I know.
Holy.
That is a bit of an issue. He's going refresher afterwards, queuing up the blessing and then refresher. You know what's crazy about this is that I think whoever wins this just wins in like 20 minutes next game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's one of those for sure. Especially if it's Shopify. Oh, yeah. He's changed his mind here. He just bought bots 2 instead.
I wonder if you ever think about switching over to like Butterfly for Naga. You know what I mean? And then just like pushing down these towers.
Yeah, like actually having a little bit of output damage on the structures.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters because the waves are just so controlled anyway.
Right. I mean, they can also do the surge thing on waves, but...
True.
Yeah, it's annoying. Oh, another rapier.
Yeah, okay. Backup rapier purchased and heading home now on Lena's courier. That's always good.
And down bottom... It is going to be a Shopify movement. It's smoke up north for Wildcard. And did they get the shrine? Yeah, shrine's already been got. But yeah, another little window here where it feels like waiting for the next Roche is going to be the play for both of these teams. And realistically, I'm not sure who gets it at that point.
Oh, Yopaj found anything? He has nothing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Helm of Undying. Won't matter. They get that kill.
It is crazy to be playing a game at this point and have no defensive utility other than invisibility. Like that's to have the Meteor Hammer to replace. I mean, the Yule's obviously pretty useless, but like BKB, Lincolns, any of that stuff just non-existent.
Right.
He's been living on the edge. Also dying on it for the 8th time now this game, but for the most part getting away with it for the vast majority of the time and giving him these opportunities to create and sow some chaos here. And obviously not too unhappy about it thanks to his buyback being there. Still 3 minutes of no buyback for Devi Lama though. So the window is still very much open. They would need a very fast Roche to get a super solid punish on this as wildcard.
The other thing to keep in mind is that with double bots too on Lina and Pango, they can be with this other trifecta here almost instantly. So this is not a safe go by Shopify if they want to make this move.
Stolen surge.
Jump in, fade, big hit. The Meteor Hammer combination out. LSA connects onto 2 dead. No buyback on Axe. The Helm of Undying will not stop this extra bit of damage coming out, and they will take down a couple more. A Ceaseless Surge provides a quick respawn.
That's the window, though. That's no Axe.
Yep.
2 minutes. This is their opportunity to end the game. The blink in, the song.
This
he
is
casts
really big.
nets. Now
if they
what?
can do this, they pull them all in. They don't have vacuum back up yet. He gets the BKB in the runaway. Ethereal form tries to get out. Oh, Muerta's dead though. That happened so rapidly, and now trying to chase her down a little bit more, but will end up dying. They're gonna need buybacks. Ember chases speed. There's his BKB to get away. Still looking for a bit of a hunt here. They're gonna tombstone. Sitting pretty for the moment. There is a refresher ready on Lina, but she doesn't have it in her backpack.
They gotta respect the damage from Tomato.
Jump forward,
That's the main concern.
Melee rack so close to dead, and there it is, the big jump forward, but the LSA connection on the 2, and now the Muerta damage comes out. That's going to be a good kill, but no, they do manage to get a vacuum wall creation. Speed there, doing what he can, pulls him back in, big stun, follow up for the finish, and they'll be coming back as the Undying form, but not long enough to keep their throne intact, as they can turn their sights now onto the throne. GG is called. 75 minutes. Wildcard managed to
comes with the meta. You just need like a little bit of a fight win, and the tower's just gone. Combine that with Exorcism, and they could even get like a double tier 1 take in a single engagement here. So that's certainly there. But in terms of just like stable and well thought out, like balanced draft, the Shopify one is pretty stock standard. This is like you load into your pub and you see these picks and you're like, well, I hope they're a good brew, but overall I'm okay with our heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, Puck, Drow, very simple, very easy. You've got like this bullying support in lane and then dying that can make a lot of things happen. I want to see how this early stuff goes, as they will smoke
they
up
saw that smoke
right next to them. Hello, everybody. How are you? And now it's time to leave.
Devi Lama not opting for the roll out the barrel here as Monkeys did. He's got the much more standard Drunken Master.
Right. Should note also it's a Satyr for Chen, who will run into them immediately and
get mana burned.
Yeah, lose a lot of HP on that one.
Yeah, but he's gaining 1 health regen from Divine Favor.
That's true.
That
cool,
doubles his health regen.
Oh no, Yamsun. Oh no. That is unfortunate, as it's going to be first blood going the way of Devi. Yeah, he did not get it.
That was pretty greedy. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomato just gonna run up to the gate there and get himself out of here.
Oh,
jeez, now Speed getting bullied.
Yeah. Is his creep? No, his creep's still alive. Okay. Keeping that one alive at least, which is nice.
All right, so we got to sort things out here. That's going to give Devi Lama a big edge to start with that first blood. As you can see already, though, mid lane, Yopaj on the level 1, tanking some Crypt Swarms. My goodness, that 15 bonus damage on the last patch just going crazy right now.
That is a lot. There's no doubt about that. Beating him up. And RCY has proven to be really, really strong in this mid lane. Has been bullying back the Puck a decent amount. Yopaj and him sitting a little bit low right now, as they only have Tangos and the Fairy Fire to deal with this, really.
Yeah, if you missed last game, RCY kind of mopped the floor with Yopaj in the mid lane, which is very unusual to see in this region, obviously. His Pango versus the Ember just did exceptionally well.
Something to watch for sure. If they can keep up that momentum going into this one. Hellscream is trying to bully back Yamsun. Does need to play a little bit safe considering he's already taken some damage here. Throws down the brambles, gets the root, reignites Cinderbrew, and forces Yamsun back. But with Chen, it's just going to keep regenning.
Yeah, not the most powerful hero at level 1. Now clicks over into level 2 there, but down bottom, we haven't been in here all too much. One of the best things about the Bane, of course, is still just the ability to just trade in lane, you know? You got yourself your Brain Sap still. If things get a little bit dicey, you've got this walking Nightmare now, which is pretty hilarious. And it's very hard to, like, typically when you're playing position 5 Bane, it's really hard for the enemy to pull. They have a hard time just, like, grabbing waves and pulling them around. It's the opposite when you're 4 Bane, because when you're pulling the wave, if they come to contest you, you just Nightmare walk them away. So
right.
You get to play the opposite side of the coin, and it's kind of cheating on this hero. But that's why you can kind of salvage any off lane simply by grabbing the wave and running away with it.
Yeah. Oh, TP out.
Yeah, Fade. He played it really close to the tower and had to TP out. As up top, you see a big bomb hit onto speed there.
Interesting. Okay. Should note also that Hellscream is getting this mana taken away constantly. Zeopage is a little bit low.
Oh,
Forced
man.
back
Bignum, he
again.
made the play.
Yeah.
Skem was standing in the middle of the Lotus pool, but he was able. It's still far enough that you can walk people to the other side, and when they exit Nightmare, they clip out of it. So without a second hero, you're guaranteed to get the Lotus.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was with some of the buffs that it's been getting.
Definitely nice, and is setting up now for, well, things are, you know, looking pretty good for Shopify up on that top lane. Down bottom, getting this Night Stalker off to a good start. Really, really important. Already has a bracer done. As Hellscream just takes a couple more punches there. And Bignum can do that, like, pull shenanigans whenever they need to.
Yeah, and again, as you're saying, it is so pivotal for Night Stalker, and that's why this facet is the one that you almost always see the Night Rain to give yourself better laning immediately there with the nighttime. Well, we're watching a rune battle in the mid lane, and had to quickly jump up there because Skem gets the final kill onto Yamsun. Good move there. Kind of because they've been leaving this in a 1v1 down bottom and doing these pulling shenanigans, Skem had to find something to do, and he gets the best case scenario, then denies himself to the neutrals.
Okay.
Hellscream still getting walked down here by the doggo.
Oh, yeah. He's got the wolf chasing him, looking, hunting,
Get him with the intimidate.
punching. Got him. Speed manages to run down Hellscream. Very nicely done.
Okay, not the thing you see every day.
No.
And chased down is the Dark Willow.
Oh, and bottom, yeah. The tomato kill, too.
Yeah, some of that effort used, of course, to the top lane gets punished, because the thing about dying to neutrals, of course, you get a really long cooldown. They take advantage of that. They dive the Drow, knowing that the Undying can't come back for a while. And Fade, very, very happy here. That's going to put Tomato as the lowest net worth right now in terms of the cores. But it's a Drow. Surely he'll get the space to recover. Well, that's going to come from his mid laner, who's doing great now, Yopaj. Despite, you know, some of the HP issues early on, looking a little bit dicey, he's feeling just fine.
Yeah.
Just waiting for that 6-minute rune. He's got a little bit of resource to work his way there. Should be fine.
And unlike the last game where it was like level 6 into attempts at kills right away with like the Ember Pango dynamic, this was much less of that. Like, your puck is TPing to like get kills with coil. Your Death Prophet is maybe going to rotate like and try and get a tower or something like that, or maybe even just play with the catapult wave here. We'll have to see what they end up going for. But 6-minute mark coming up. Runes, very important.
Yeah, they've got 2 heroes to contest Bignum. They have to just bring all 3, so he just can't fight them and steal the rune. He actually almost got denied there. Invis.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Invis. I said illusion. My brain. Hellscream wrapping around on the Fade. They're going to try and bully themselves from the rune into the Wisdom. And against a Night Stalker, this is a nice thing to try and do. Fade in some trouble. They drop the tombstone down. Now a Nightmare to get Yamato away. Fade's still living, but low enough that he will go down. And it doesn't actually look like they're going to bring people over to contest this yet. Instead, RCY is the one that's going over to try and get the other Wisdom Shrine.
Yeah, going for it here. Divine Llama, no 6 yet. He's going to run into RCY. That forces the Exorcism. We need some TPs. Yopaj is here immediately.
Yeah, they got him.
Contesting this is still tough.
The Chain Lightning is out, and now with speed nearby, I don't think they can do anything to stop this. So they will manage to at least get on the board with one of those. Hellscream gets the one on the other side of the map. And are they going to have anything done with this Exo? Don't think so.
Yeah, now they're hitting this bottom tower. It's going to force out the glyph. During that kill that they got on Fade, unfortunately, Bignom was rotating in with just very little mana from all the work he was doing elsewhere. I see why. Wow. Still just chilling here with this Exo, huh? Meta here as well. Yeah, that tower is in big trouble. No chance at 6 anytime soon. Exo heals RCY back up. So successful counter push.
And while they are
in trouble,
I mean, he still has, you know, a Nightmare to make that play if he needs to. Will Nightmare 1 Fade, runs away, grabs the creep wave past him. Bignum still playing with Skem a little bit here as the Night Stalker runs this one away. Tomato's just getting blocked by creeps. Now they get division.
Why do we have an Undying and a Bane just 1v1ing? Like,
I don't know. And Fade is making space. He's got phase boots. He's out of there for a moment. Do they have enough to get the kill? Still no. Fade still keeps on running. They do manage to kill off Bignum, and it's not enough. Oh my god, 40 HP. Fade just taking him on a nice little walk around. Okay.
I mean, they're Fade's boots, you know.
Oh, threw it. It was a little off the mark.
All right.
Wow.
Now, mind you, he's not hitting creeps during any of that. It is daytime, but he needs to get down this bottom lane. There's a giant wave coming.
Holy.
Oh, this. It's just, who canceled their TP? What happened?
Chen. He decided that he didn't want it, or maybe there was like a missed micro going on there.
That's all right. Fate still gets there time. He probably just said no. He's like, probably like, I'll get there. It's fine. He missed like one creep.
It's fair. Level 6 ready.
Also, yeah, they can't leave Yamsum alone. This is a classic Brewmaster move, right? Is killing the Terrorblade at level 6.
Does have Sunder.
Okay, he
drop
pulled
it
him
now.
out of the multi-shot.
Well, they miss on the brambles too, but does not matter. Still enough to take down that TB. Very easily done.
Yeah, no TP available for Bignum. He can't get there. Fade is also missing a TP, so there was, despite all his efforts, there was never any help coming.
I don't know. This is a weird one because I think that there is going to be a strong timing for Dire, but the laning stage, I don't know if they've built up as much of a lead as they would want right now.
No, I don't think they would be happy with this at the moment. I think you would be hoping to have made an extra maneuver or two here. There's a nice silence from Yopaj to secure the amplified damage rune. So another rune, very importantly, going to this puck. And Yamsum's just going to be AFK farming for a while. He could maybe do the twin gate. I think that's what he's pinging, actually. He's saying, I want to go twin gate. I want to rotate bottom. And I want to push this tower with you. Either that or he's warning him that the drow's coming through, because that's also what's happening.
Yeah.
Divine Llama playing a little greedy up here, kind of low.
Yopaj gets hit by that silence. That was a quick reaction as Fade shows up and they get the kill. Now Tombstone down, sees Hellscream. Doesn't have silence for another 15 seconds, but with this Exo, it's going to be some good damage onto this tier 1.
Yeah, Bignum getting in behind as well here. Still just level 5, but can set up with a Nightmare. Catches the Dark Willow. Fade coming over. Silence not back up for 4 seconds, though. So they can't layer this perfectly. That's going to allow the escape of the Shadow Realm. But yeah, Catapult, Exo, Chen Creep's coming. Tower's going down.
They got this. Yeah, this is actually the thing that you probably just want to see out of this lineup. Group up around every exorcism and make some push happen. And that is
Bignum.
sort of timing out with Fade's ulti as well.
Ooh. Oh, he's almost 6 on Bane. Fade, he's right behind Tomato. They need big TPs on the Radiant right now.
Got him. Yamsun there trying to TP out. Oh, Fade using the Void. That is unfortunate.
That's a tough one. Great reaction there from Tomato. Just immediately knew his out. That does give Bignum 6, though, as he pulls the wave off the tower, saves it. So if anyone rotates in here, he's got the Fiend's Grip to help. But more likely, he's going to need it mid because they're starting to get a bit aggressive here on Hellscream. Yopaj holding this coil and looking for another rune. Will he secure his like 3rd or 4th in a row as he coils on the RCY?
Death Prophet, silence is there. They've got the Spirit Siphon trying to stay alive. Good work so far, but is it going to be enough? RCY still living, does have the Nightmare, but can't get it off for a save. Probably wouldn't have mattered anyways. And Bignum can go for a quick little...
Hellscream denied the tombstone.
Yeah. Was nice.
Bignum was close. The Nightmare was
though.
just coming up. Yeah, it was just coming back. He didn't have a time to cast it, but I think you're right. I don't think he lives anyway. Fade tries to bully it with the shield rune.
I don't think we can do much to him here. He's still got stick charges. If people come up to try and rotate and help at least, they pull him to the side with the Chen creep. Fade backs away, but it's not going to be enough.
Okay.
So they do have enough for the kill.
I'm guilty. I thought he was living too, but then the Bedlam came out.
Yeah.
It does cost them Hellscream's life, but that's a fair trade for them, of course.
The other thing about this is all fights that are happening when RCY has Exorcism down, and now he has it back up again.
True. It's also while Yamsun's just doing this, he's the happiest person on this map right now because he joined down bottom for that tower push, and then he's just been clearing through waves down here, going to the Ancients. They're trying to secure the top part of the map for him so he can rotate through the Twin Gate as well. Bignum drops a ward, spots Yopaj, has sleep but doesn't have grip for 40. Night Stalker coming, has to hurry up. It's going to be close. Okay, now they need damage.
And they got it, I think. Oh, dodge away, silence. Oh, that was really close.
Yep. Not quite.
Jeez.
And we'll probably see Bignum grab a few wards and go on another mission, I'm sure, with a smoke and a Fiend's Grip. Try and play a little bit close to this Night Stalker, so he can set up again. And Divine Llama, not intimidated, just stays farming up here. He doesn't really have anywhere else to go. You can't farm Ancients that well as Brewmaster. You don't really have any good stacks to do, so he's just taking these camps, and it's working for him.
Yeah, it's nice. And trying to get towards that Radiance. Like, they're definitely waiting for their timing. I don't know if anybody on Dire is going to be buying a pipe, but that feels like it has massive value. Maybe Chen can get to that eventually.
I think so. Fade is almost at his Midas. Been a pretty popular choice for these Night Stalkers. Obviously, ever since his ulti got this big flat damage, it always feels pretty good, but levels are just so crucial on this hero that Midas is a pretty good shout to go for.
Getting the courier kill. That alerts Skem to the situation. Forces out the ultimate and then just runs away immediately. And they're smoking up and going through, but Death Prophet's already TPing out.
Yeah, Speed is the most vulnerable right now. He is really in here. Yopaj needs a quick pause here.
2,000. I mean, they got the gold lead that they wanted out of the end of this laning stage. It wasn't huge, but it was enough to take down some of these towers and start collapsing the map in. For Shopify, is it just waiting for like that Brewmaster Radiance and then they can take a fight? Do they need like a couple more items on the other heroes before they're willing to engage?
I think that their main goal should be to defend any tier 2s that get pushed and try and get wards up on Tormentor and Aegis. Okay. I would want to fight there as Shopify because I have Tombstone. So if we're fighting in a single spot, then I think we can win that. I think that's a good fight for our team. I think we play for that. If I'm on Wildcard, I'm waiting for the Aghanim Scepter to be done on Death Prophet, which is just 100 gold away, and then probably one defensive tool to help her out, whether that's like a BKB or something a little bit faster, like the Yules or whatever. That would be my hopes, as they're going to find Speed. I mean, he was in so deep in Radiant territory.
Yeah.
Nice try. Does not get denied to Roche, though.
Would have been nice for him, for sure. Yeah, has boots finally now, and that kill evens things up again.
So the problem is fighting them without Chen is very, very difficult. Like, they're holding split and they have coil. You get terrorized out of the coil. That's a fight win for sure. Like, coil is just a free setup. They do not have a good save for that unless they hit a extremely well-timed nightmare from Bignum. That's your only hope.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and like the Midas now too on Fade really means that so much of your timing is coming like later on, and I'm just wondering if they have the abilities to deal with this Brew Radiance when it comes online. Because when Divine Llama is splitting with a Radiance going, I don't see how Wildcard win that fight.
I think he'll have to be a little careful about how he plays with the Radiance. Like, I think he's still going to be lurking a little bit, you know? Like, fighting, yes, the fighting is going to be very hard versus the Radiance, but I do think it's going to be hard for him to like keep accelerating at the pace he'd hope for. Because whenever it's nighttime, if they have the grip, it's going to be pretty hard to get it off. Like, right now, he might just be dead here.
Yeah, he didn't have vision, but they knew that he'd be over here. Has the Void, looking for the chase, just out of range. They can't quite get him. Full vision
he wants
is there,
him to split.
Yeah, that was really close.
Yeah, I think that was a good go by Llama. And now they're going to try and turn on. They see the TPs. Oh, speed, not again.
Drums, run, coil, caught. And speed likely going down here. Yeah, they'll bring him down. All up top. Wait a minute. Tomato caught in no man's land and just going to get obliterated.
Well, thinking that he'd found something. I mean, that's Bane, right? This is what Bane can always do. These big sleeps. I mean, he sleeps you for 4 seconds. He grips you for 4 seconds. Like, this started at 17:07, and Death Prophet doesn't help until 7:13. Like, it's 6 full seconds before DP's doing anything, and there's still all this control after to keep the kill.
Right.
What a hero.
Yeah, it can be really
If you are
gross.
off and alone, you're going to have a bad time.
Well, also, I think this is going to be almost the full Aether Lens, if I'm not mistaken, for Bane.
Yeah, it is done. Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, so that extra range, he has Nightmare maxed out.
He also does have Enfeeble versus a Drow. You know, it doesn't hurt. It is total attack damage, which is crazy. That is a ridiculous thing to be reducing by half.
Right, at level 1. It goes up to 70%.
Yep.
Eventually. But haven't really seen Shopify be able to make that big go together yet happen. As Divine Llama finishes the Radiance, is queuing up the Boots of Travel, and Bignum just going. Look at this. Look at all the people running over to help the Drow.
Yeah,
and Bignum's just running away.
Goodbye. Just being a menace here. Yamson just off doing his thing again. Just jungling. Terrorblade's favorite place in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're maintaining this lead.
Oh, he's going to run into Hellscream.
And see you later.
Yep.
Are they going to try and get Tormentor now? Or waiting for people up on the high ground?
He has an obs. Oh, if they kill Bignum, this would be a great way to start it for them. Just drop the tombstone on him.
You see RCY Bignum spotted. Okay, yeah, he's dead. But that keeps RCY alive. And that's Tombstone down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, right, we're night raining. True. Elden Ring Night Rain. It's online. It's here. So our Tormentor, they're now moving towards it. They're smoked up. Here we go.
Scam, Yopaj. Who do they spot? Not quite at the BKB yet. Speed would be a huge kill if they could get him. Drums run. Backs out. And they manage to get away from the side of Shopify.
But they get Tormentor for sure.
Yes.
Run along back. No sign of contest here from Wildcard. They know what's happening. But they're just going to back it up, and they're not going to get a trade on like a tier 2 or anything. They're not going to get a trade on Roche, despite being nearby with Meta and Chen. Like, they're right in there scanning because they're like, hey, they should be trading for this, but they're not. So now then they scan as well. The Dire scan the Twin Gate. Like, are they coming through?
Yeah. Yamson's going to get some pressure onto this bottom, or top tier 2 tower, rather. And Shopify are going to have to react to that because the meta's going. The damage is starting to be doled out.
They want to steal the
Nobody's
shrine
Whoa, Night
first.
Stalker cancels it. Oh, okay. That was cool. They know he's up here now, though. And so we'll get out the glyph and still hitting onto the tier 2. Now the TP back. Fade is still
just
hitting
gonna
that,
sack his
though.
life?
Yeah, they get the tier 2 Sunder.
Yeah, son, you're crazy.
Oh my god, and they'll walk away. He TP's out. I don't think they can catch him.
That was so risky.
Wow.
All right. My carry goat right there. Man,
was
if
really
he dies
well done.
terribly there, I mean, I'm just going to be sad as Night Stalker if you die for that, but nicely done. Yeah, he stays out on the map. Whew, okay.
They got
Living.
a tier 2.
Yeah, I mean, now you have a Death Prophet with 9-second BKB, the Aghanims, but do Shopify just get Roche? That would be my question. Like, Fade is close, but they're just moving in. They're just checking off these objectives. We got the Hypothermia online now as well here on that Drow Ranger. So that's going to make the Death Prophet pretty sad. They scan to protect themselves, and that's an Aegis.
This is the type of game where I feel like both teams have like an idea of how they want to play it, and they both think that their idea is better than their opponents, and so they're both content just like going into the later and later stages almost. You know what I mean?
I think that's correct. Yeah, 100%. You can
it
see why too.
Right.
Like, for me, it's because I have Terrorblade if I'm Wildcard. I'm just thinking, what do I care? You guys don't want to fight us? Fine. I'll just farm the entire map. And then once we get like 30 minutes, I get to choose when we fight forever. Oh, nice grip.
He just straight up gripped him. Yeah.
Silence. Oh, they got the damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
Dude, I kind of love Bane. I don't know. I just always love this hero a little bit.
It shows, like, you think that you're safe as Puck. You walk forward, there's creeps right there, and then all of a sudden you just get gripped. Wow. Okay.
I mean, they have level 2 split, though.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but yeah, they do. And Fade is actually right on top of Yamato here, so he can break TPs. They can't go because they don't have Drow. Oh my god, they're going to take this. Although Divine Llama now goes for the split. They immediately start to hit, pulling in. That DP has BKB, walks away. And as Fade does back out, they see that the Drow is returned and are, well, going to find the Terrorblade. He's still in a little bit of trouble right now. Yopaj shows up, the silence is there, and he ends up going down. So when it felt like things were actually going okay for Wildcard, they do end up losing their Terrorblade. Fade shows up, gets the illusion, and will blink away.
Yeah, they had a plan, and then they got a little bit cocky there because Tomato hit the silence and then got the TP off. So he wasn't able to cancel on the Night Stalker, unfortunately. I'm not sure how it happened, though, because does he have like... Oh, he has alert. That's why. He's got the alert neutral on the Drow, so he gets the 150 bonus night range. So he was probably trying to play off of his usual night vision as Night Stalker and then got spotted by the Drow unsuspectedly and got Gust and was like, I fucked up. And then Drow gets to come home.
I see. Yeah, that's fair. Interesting. Okay. Well, 13-8, and still less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams. They take the tier 3 tower down bottom on the side of Wildcard. Now Shopify trying to strike back a little bit, looking to claim a tier 2 of their own. While this is happening, Divine Llama is up top with RCY nearby. Bignum has grip back up again, and with Skem being pulled in, it looks like this Undying, they're even going to use the grip on him. So that ensures the kill, but no grip for a while.
Yeah, they'll get back out on the map with the help of that. Maybe get some D wards going would be great. Try and see where they left some of this forward vision, because last game we did talk about quite a bit. Shopify just had a fantastic vision throughout a lot of this game. Constantly having good wards. I mean, they got one in the mid lane that's already past half its lifetime there from Skem. This pillar ward was put up here in Bignum. He is going to check for it. Good job. So won't leave anything here in this area. But I mean, Tomato's scary. Like, it's not easy to fight them right now if they don't find some way to kill this Drow ASAP. Is Yamsun going to be pushing this bottom lane? They're going to smoke towards him, and Tomato not scared, staying pretty far up mid. Even wants to hit this tier 2 tower with his Aegis.
Yeah, he just has a good feel of where everybody's at and what they're trying to do. But now Yopaj found. Do they decide to go for? Oh, Yopaj has a sense of what's going on, but they get the silence on him immediately. Now Force Staff. Ooh, getting him away. Then jump in. Tomato's there. Finds the Bane. Hit. Hides away. Tries to get out of there, but dead.
Fate immediately just running towards the Radiant side of the map as well.
Yeah.
They're just killing some creep waves.
Oh, yeah. Goes in for him. Takes these out. Easy peasy. Needs to blink away after the fact. It looks like Hex is the call for Death Prophet after going blink BKB with Ags. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, that just puts so much pressure on Yopaj and Divine Llama. It's an amazing game for a Scythe. Forces them to itemize against it, really. Because like, if you can get the Scythe and then chain it into the silence, because they don't have those tools, right? I mean, we have a Hurricane Pike Drow. I'm sorry, Hurricane Pike Puck.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Which is very cool with Coil. Very sneaky. But he does not have a Dispel still for the silence.
RCY kills off the creeps right as they're coming over to him. Has BKB ready if he needs it. Meanwhile, Chen is nearby. Has the Hand of God. Blinks forward. Gets the silence onto Drow. Forces out the BKB. Now trying to chase Tomato, but the zombies are on him. Slow down onto both and decides to TP out.
Okay, making him sweat a little bit there. Kind of testing his limits somewhat as we hit the Wisdom Shrines. Fate is just lurking. He's going to steal Radiance. And he does get scanned. And there's a cheeky little TP on the way out, so grabbed. The bottom one is visible from the Watcher by the Radiant, though. Speed's going to run over to it. Oh, yeah, as they're saying that, Bignum dies to Yopaj and Divine Llama, and I think Speed's dead. He's going to see this Watcher. Oh, panic. Might as well just get it and die. He's actually, because Yopaj used the coil. Oh, actually didn't coil, but he doesn't run for it anyway, so they get both shrines.
Well, Yamsun has Scotty done now and looking to the BKB next. Wants to be big and bad and out of control.
What a strange game. What was the biggest lead? Like 2K? I feel like this whole time.
It's been nothing, basically.
Yeah, the gold lead has been absolutely puny for the majority of this game. XP as well. Nothing at all really shifting here.
Both teams just trying to get the most amount of farm that they can and sort of passively make their way to the top tier items and think that their side is going to be stronger when they get them.
Yeah, it feels like people theory crafting builds about like this hero's really good when you have like 8 items and we're just going to play for that. It's like, yeah, but like imagine when the Octarine's out. Like it's just unstoppable.
Yeah. Well, next Roche going to respawn. We'll find out.
Yopaj, if he tries to
so.
kill this wave and then shows after, hold, Bignum.
Hunting,
they got
finding. Him. Yeah, they got him right there. Nicely done. Silence tries to get away. Not going to happen. The mana drain is pretty brutal on the Nightmare.
It is. Yes, it is. It is absolutely disgusting on the grip. It just drains it all.
I mean, I guess this is an interesting idea, right? You just get really solid pushing heroes and then 2 pickoff guys. right? Bane, Night Stalker, and they've basically just been running the game.
Divine Llama, level 18 right now. He's really strong at the moment, though. Like, level 18 pandas are pretty good when you're at basically the same level as a lot of your opponents, but they just can't get a fight where they're actually able to utilize it all, right? There's no, like, decisive fight. They're winning a lot of the engagements, but they're just little scraps, little scrimmages. Other people get out of there. So they need a smoke up into next big objective kind of fight, which Tormentor is back up right now. It's on the bottom. They have a ward on it. It looks like they're going for it right now on the Dire. Yopaj will be respawning. He could TP. I don't know. I don't think he can get there in time.
Yeah,
he's going to start blinking and running.
They wanted to go Roche, which actually is going to spawn pretty quickly.
Oh, that's very lucky.
Yeah. The question now, can Wildcard get over in time to take the Roche for themselves, or like at least contest it? It's going to spawn in just a moment. There it is. But the problem is that now they've moved far enough down bottom that if they go for Roche, you're probably losing Rax.
Yeah, assuming they keep this push up. And looks like they are going to respect it. Divine Llama going to TP back home. But now, of course, if they pressure, they see you high ground, then Wildcard are just going to start heading towards that Roche pit. Fate is pulling some of the creeps into the jungle to kill, but there is still a big wave going up through mid. And now, Bignum, he's looking for his grip spell. Wants to get a big fish. Hold it up on the line. Show his friends what he caught.
I think this is smart, though, from Wildcard. The only thing, I don't know, maybe they can't actually do a full 5-on-5 fight, though. I kind of feel like they need to push in bottom again with, like, Chen creeps. And they do have a Croaker down there. So Brewmaster sends out his illusions. They've got a Croaker that needs to move.
He needs to use his tendrils.
Oh, no. And there's Divine Llama that moves in. See, this would have been great to try and, like, catch him as that's happening. But you can see he's also just, like, in the void stance getting status resistance.
Yeah. Bignum's, like, looking for his moment, but can't find him.
Yeah, the little chip damage isn't good enough. They still want to play for Roche. They also want to push pressure down bottom. I think Wildcard really do not want to take a 5-on-5 fight, but they're gaining a gold lead while all this is happening because of Terrorblade.
Yeah, the only way they want to fight 5v5 is Exorcism. And then if they don't have Exorcism, they cannot fight 5v5.
Look at this, though. Okay, so they push in bottom really hard, know that Divine Llama's going to be here, and then they try and go for this fight. And this is right as Shopify are going in for Roche. Now they see this, jump forward immediately onto Scam, Bash dead. And this fight's over. I mean, that's it. No, look at Cecil Sturge. He's back in. And now Brew is here. Okay, now it's become a bad fight. They miss on the silence.
Oh, they got the grip on Yopaj.
RCY, they're in some trouble. Do they have enough to grip onto Yopaj? It's not enough for a kill, though. And RCY turning to hit onto the Divine Llama Brewlings. Yamsun's starting to punch into Scam. This is going to be a second death for that Undying. Fade takes down the Tombstone, and now Divine Llama, he has to back out.
They
doesn't have any more Brewlings left.
He can't cast.
Jump silence on the 3. What a great combo. Oh, and they got him. He couldn't get out.
He had the tiniest little orb.
Oh no!
Have you ever seen those videos where like he can't even move with W on the puck? Oh my god,
it's so bad.
It's so annoying when it actually hits.
All right.
Oh, that was
Wildcard.
They're just in there. They're looking for the 2-0.
Yeah, that is double sets of racks most likely. Drow's dead for 45 seconds. Really clean play from them, pulling Shopify around the map.
And Fate's just one bash into a potential kill as well. Like you jump on him like this as Yopaj, there's a chance that you just get bashed and immediately you're psyched up.
Oh man. And the other thing that they are not even on the register of prepared for here is that Bane is getting his Aghanim Scepter delivered. As 2 racks are down, they can still go back and secure Roche if they want. It's going to start heading down bottom.
Yeah, the absolutely insane part of this Aghanims is, like, it kind of sucks this game because it can get canceled by the Terrorize anyway. But the crazy part is just the cooldown. Like, it reduces it by 45 seconds. So the way they win this game is by being ahead on numbers. They know that for every single fight, they want to be ahead. They want to find this quick pick with the Bane. And now you can just be nonstop hunting for it as the Bane.
Right. This RCY build too of the Blink Hex after BKB Ags, 3,000 HP, 22 armor, and you know you've got all these heroes sitting behind him. Shopify need to get this Roche, and they actually it looks like they're going to get it.
I mean, they're on a bear hunt.
Playing a little bit too cavalier. Yeah, I think that they're still fine though. Roche getting lower and lower. They want to jump in, try and find it with the Night Stalker, but pushed outside for the moment. It's down, and Tomato gets the Aegis. He gets outside of it for the moment. That's one life down, and unfortunately, he's getting surrounded by opponents. The Hex is there. Where's the follow-up? There isn't any.
They still have
They
grip.
deny the Aegis, and also you're chasing down these Devi Llama Brewlings. Will be a TP out from Hellscream, but they are in some trouble. Puck, Yopaj gets away for the moment, and they have eyes on this Brew. No way out of here. Pulls him back in, kills off Devi, and eyes on the high ground and potentially the throne.
Oh, I'd say so. I mean, Shopify, upper bracket troubles right now. I mean, it's not even a matter of winning this game. I feel like at this point, it's recovering the mental for the grand finals. I think Wildcard, they've run him over.
Yeah. I mean, we said it. Game one, when you win a game like that, it all turns around so quickly. And there it is, the Fiend's Grip connection. Now, eyes forward. Better luck next time. Bignum, don't say that because there might be a next time.
That's foreshadowing.
As it is going to be full Mega Creeps going their direction. No Metamorphosis, but still Shopify just trying to buy time until this Drow is back up to 1 second away. They're going to have to do it without the Brew, though. RCY, no BKB. Maybe an opportunity, but Terrorblade, he does have a BKB. 25 seconds until they have Fiend's Grip back up again.
Yeah, that's really the spell for me, for sure. It's just like, I feel confident if Grip is up. Because the only way they're going to disable the Bane is getting within range of the Scythe. And so you try and hunt the Bane, you're going to get just clapped on by the DP as well as the Night Stalker, so life's just easy. And I got to say,
Brew dead.
Like, whoever is doing the drafting strategy or just like looking at the other regions and the qualifiers and stuff for Wildcard is doing a fantastic job. I don't know if it's just speed or Fade or whoever, but like whoever is looking at this stuff, maybe it's Bignum, they're doing a great job. They are looking at the right heroes.
Yeah.
Because these are the heroes that I'm seeing winning in other regions, and I love the way they're playing the map too.
Good damage now. They break the coil. Do they have enough? Oh, the Nightmare save keeps Yansun fine and dandy. The throne exposed. Shopify are going to get 2-0 Wildcard. Come in and